Good morning guys, I hope you're well. My name is Thomas Blakemore, I teach Jump and sometimes Triumph, and this is going to be a teach video. This is another week in the life of a primary school teacher, and this week is a really exciting week. It is actually book week. What that means is we're doing a range of things around reading. Book week, book day is celebrated globally, and I remember back in the UK it was always a really exciting day. In my school this week we're going to have things slightly different. So rather than just have a book day, we're actually going to celebrate reading a specific book for the whole week. We're celebrating the book The Journey. Now every single year group in the school is going to be doing something along the lines of doing something with that specific book. Now it's a book without words, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what each year group actually gets up to. I'm quite excited to be able to celebrate reading. As you guys may already know, I've created reading videos before about storytelling and using puppets to try and engage readers as well. So it's something I'm very passionate about. I think most teachers are passionate about reading. I'm quite excited to be able to share some of the things that I get up to this week. I know that this week is going to go quite fast, but it will also give me a great opportunity to be able to share a range of activities that I do with the children. Hopefully today goes well and I can show you some of the things that I do in my classroom. If you haven't already, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I make a range of teaching content, so you can see more of that within my channel. So I'm on my phone because my camera has run out, and today has been an absolutely great day. Sundays are always a good day. But the children were getting involved and familiar with the new book, The Journey. Now, as it's a picture book, sometimes picture books can be a little bit tricky to understand. So we did some Harvard thinking routines. Now, the children had to tell me what they see, what they think, and what they wonder. Now, if you look at this picture here, you can see a girl is about to fall off a waterfall type thing in a boat. So that was something you can see straight away. Think, well, I think that might be because this has happened. I think that she might die if she hits the bottom. What do you wonder? I wonder how she's going to get safe. I wonder if she's going to be safe. Those sorts of things. It was great because then the children were able to collaborate around a range of different pages to help them understand the whole book and some of the things that were involved, rather than just look at the pictures and not really think about what those pictures mean. So that was great for that reason. We were also able to make some tentative links in maths where they had some key pictures and the children had to direct their friends using position and direction to each picture, if you like. So they had to say things like forward 3 steps, 90 degrees, anti-clockwise, all those different things to direct their friends. That was some really nice learning there. Now, thinking about book week, it was really good because we did manage to do some stop, drop and read, and that was really good, but we were on the carpet, so they weren't in random locations at the time. It's always good when they're in a random location, like out in the corridor, and they have to stop, drop and read there. At the same time, I was really happy because I actually managed to find 10 minutes just to read to the class. So that was really nice. I think tomorrow I'll try and bring the puppet in and do a bit more with that. Book day is actually Thursday, so that's my dress up day, if you like. What teacher doesn't like dress up? What a busy day. Now I've just smashed through a load of marking behind me. I ended up with lots of marking today. Today was a fantastic day for children getting the opportunity to hear other people read. It's something that doesn't usually happen. Now, the children got the choice of going to a range of different places to hear teachers read a book of their interest. So we had a range of different books. Someone dressed up as Harry Potter. Because I was the photographer, I got to see all the different teachers read. Someone was dressed up as Harry Potter. And there were some books that I've never heard of too that I got the chance to hear, which was really, really nice. At the same time, the children came back absolutely buzzing. Because when I saw other people read, it almost made me feel a bit like inadequate, if that makes sense. I was a bit jealous of how good other people were at reading stories and their expression, tone in their voice, but it was really good. So it definitely gives me a bit of motivation for my teaching and things like that. Other than that, yeah, it has just been a busy day in terms of teaching. The children got the opportunity to do some fantastic writing, sentence openers and looking at things like that. Well, the children really did surprise me with how well they did. So on to tomorrow, where I have no clue. These days are just absolutely flying by. At the moment, we've got lots of different plans changing and things like that due to coronavirus and all those different bits and pieces. Being completely honest with you, there has been some changes implemented in the normal schedule, so my head's a bit like all over the place. So today is Tuesday, and in terms of reading, I'm just going to continue doing lots of the same sorts of things that I've been doing before. In terms of the writing, we've got to continue with the writing, moving towards more of a character description, and then with maths, we're starting to look at changing direction and sequencing and patterns and all those sorts of things. So I'm hoping I can start to make reference to bits within the book. I feel half asleep, but I'm not half asleep at the same time. So I don't feel like anything I'm saying is actually making sense. Welcome to my very small reading area. Now, this is just one of those last minute check-ins. My staff meetings and then little staff meetings as a year group went on for quite a while, so I don't feel like I've got a lot to talk about now. It's quite late too, so I'm going to speak to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, and yeah, this morning has been one of the starts to the mornings where it's a bit confusing. Now, due to coronavirus, there's a lot of precautions that have been put in place, so we're not allowed to have big school gatherings, assemblies, also class-to-class meetings are not allowed to be put in place. So I was sending out an email this morning asking if any classes wanted to read together, and discovered that actually that isn't going to be allowed due to, obviously, the chance of coronavirus spreading and things like that. So lots of little things aren't allowed to be done. I've got no idea how that's going to impact the World Book Day. I'm still going to dress up. I'm looking at other ways of perhaps making reading a bit more exciting during that day. So I've asked parents if they wouldn't mind me borrowing bedding so we can maybe turn the tables into like little tents and they can read in the dark. I don't know, there's a lot of question marks, and I'm trying to be creative, but at the same time I'm also trying to make preparations for like planning and things like that, and next week, because schools might be closed next week, which is a little bit crazy, but who knows? There's a lot of question marks at the moment. This week has been a little bit of not so much a nightmare, but it's just been all over the place. Now, yesterday, which is the reason why I didn't vlog last night, we found out that the holidays are going to be brought forward 2 weeks, and then after that, we're going to do online learning for 2 weeks. So essentially, school is closed for a month, starting tomorrow. So, what I am trying to do is still try and bring a bit of a World Book Day into the day. I think a lot of people are sort of pushing World Book Day to the side, which is a shame, but I'm going to try my best to sort of still make the most of a different situation. It's one of those things, isn't it? So first period, I've got Ziggy the dog coming in for the children, and that'll just be a nice little treat. I've also asked some of the parents to bring in bedding. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm hoping to just sort of turn these school tables into little dens and be able to read underneath, so I'm going to get some torches. I need to go and get torches. So, few things. This outfit needs to change into a Dalmatian outfit, because the head teacher is going to be Cruella de Vil, and all the teachers are going to be Dalmatians. So, things to do, and I'll see you at the end of the day, I think, maybe. Who knows at this point? Good morning, 3E.
Good morning, world.
So, it's the end of the working week, it's Thursday, and it's been one crazy week. Let's just use the word crazy. It's been a day that is quite eventful, but at the same time gave the children an opportunity to do a few bits for World Book Day. It was quite nice in some ways, but then in other ways it was very different to a regular World Book Day. Obviously, after today, the children have left and they're not going to come back in school for a month now. They're going to spend 2 weeks on a holiday, which has been brought forward by 3 weeks, and then they're going to spend another 2 weeks then online learning. So I'm not going to see the kids in person for a month now. Today I did do a few World Book Day activities. I tried to make something out of it. Obviously I've spoken about the fact that we can't meet up in groups and things like that, but I managed to do a little bit of a reading den. I also had the school dog. We have a school dog, Ziggy. He came along to the class, and the children had a nice time with the World Book Day activities that I had set out. At the same time, we also needed to give the children the opportunity to prepare for the online learning. There's a lot of steps. At the end of the day, they're only like 8 years old, so the children need to understand how to use the online learning platform, and we'll get into that in another video. But what a week. Hopefully this video, I have no idea where this video is going, and I'm sure this will come across in the vlog, but I'm hoping that you understand. If you have liked the video, then there's a like button, you can subscribe and all those different bits and pieces, but I need to just go and lie down and think. See you in the next one. I'm out.